Okay, I'm gonna go for birds for 100.
Benjamin Franklin called this national symbol a bird of bad moral character.
Was the bald eagle?
That's correct.
Birds for 200.
The males of this familiar red bird have a black mask around their eyes and bill. Player one.
Was the cardinal?
Yes, indeed.
Alright. Birds for 300.
Sailors refer to these large wandering seabirds as goonies.
Was the albatross?
To be sure.
Alright.
Okay.
Birds for 400.
The mallard is one of the most widespread wild species of this bird.
Was the duck?
Player one. Exactly.
Alright.
A bird's feathers grow out of pits called these.
What are follicles?
Player one. Yes.
Alright. Swept that whole birds category. Now we're gonna go on to saints for 100.
No actual details are known about the life of this patron saint of England.
Who is St. George?
You are correct.
Alright.
Answer?
Daily double.
Player one. Please make your wager.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna go for that much.
Saint Erasmus, the patron saint of sailors, gets all fired up under this other name.
Was Saint Elmo?
That's right.
Alright, 2600.
He's known for asking Jesus, Quo vadis Domine, and being crucified upside down. Player one.
Who is Saint Peter?
Correct.
Alright.
Player one, your turn.
Saints for 400.
Saint Basil the Blessed was an advisor to the Tsar in this city. A church there is named for him.
Was Moscow?
That's it.
Alright. Saints for 500.
In the name of Saint Gregory Thaumaturgus, Thaumaturgus means wonder worker in this language.
Was
Player
Greek?
one. That's right.
Alright, 3800. Swept for the saints category. State flags for 100.
The flag of this 49th state was designed in 1927 by a 13-year-old schoolboy.
Was Alaska?
Yes.
State flags for 200.
Completes the motto found on the flags of Kentucky and Missouri. United we stand.
United we stand, divided we fall.
Yes, indeed.
Alright, 4100.
The word industry appears above a beehive on the flag of this state.
Was Utah?
One.
Nope! Shoot!
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, there goes that 3100. I'm back to 3800. Yeah, I wrote too fast.
Contestant. Okay, contestant. Okay.
Yes, I know.
This state's flag features the sun symbol of the Zia Indians on a yellow background. Player one.
Was New Mexico?
You are correct.
Alright.
What'll it be?
State flags for 500.
An anchor and the word hope, surrounded by 13 gold stars, appear on this state's flag.
Was Rhode Island?
Yes.
I didn't exactly sweep the whole category because I wrote too fast on the Utah answer, but we're going to go for 19th century politicians for 100.
Less than 3 years after his debates with Lincoln, he died of typhoid fever.
Who is Stephen Douglas? I hope it's not spelled S-T-E-P-I-E-N. T-P-H-I-N. Hope not.
is incorrect.
Well, yeah, it is. Well, yeah, it's Stephen Douglas.
Here is the correct response.
Yeah, it had the P-H-E-N.
Player 1, it's your turn.
After retiring in 1869, this Secretary of State traveled the world, including a stop in Alaska.
Who is William Seward?
That's right.
Okay. 19th century politicians for 300.
In Washington, D.C.'s Statuary Hall, a sculpture of this orator represents New Hampshire.
Who's Daniel Webster?
Correct.
19th century politicians for
This
400.
great pacificator helped negotiate the Treaty of Ghent, which ended the War of 1812.
This great pacificator.
Who is William Crawford?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not William Crawford.
Here is the correct response.
Who is Henry Clay? Okay.
What'll it be, player 1?
19th century politician for 500.
He served in Congress and in New York State Senate before his arrest for fraud in 1871.
Player 2?
Who is William Tweed?
You are correct.
Okay.
As a teenager, he wrote copy for his brother's newspaper, the Hannibal Journal.
Who's Mark Twain?
You are correct.
Alright. American novelist for 200.
When this author of The Scarlet Letter began getting published, he added a W to his last name.
I'm going to say Nathaniel Hawthorne.
That's it.
Alright. American novelist for 300.
This author based the character Philboy Studge in Breakfast of Champions on himself.
This author based the character Pillboy Studge in Breakfast on himself. Breakfast of Champions on himself.
Here is the correct response.
Who is Kurt Vonnegut Jr.? American novelist for
Player
400.
1? What'll it be?
In a John
There
Steinbeck
we go.
work, this title object, found by Kino the fisherman, is as big as a seagull's egg.
In a John Steinbeck work, this title object found by the Kino, the big fisherman, is as big as the seagull's egg. What is the pearl?
Player 1? What'll it be?
American novelist for 500.
Sinclair Lewis spent several months researching Midwestern Protestantism for this 1927 novel.
Sinclair Lewis spent several months researching Midwestern Protestantism for this 1927 novel. Who is Elmer Gantley?
Player 1, your turn.
Novels and players for
She
100.
based her 1945 play Appointment with Death on her mystery novel of the same name.
I'm going to say who is Agatha Christie.
Yes.
Alright, 5,500.
This in Cold Blood author's 1952 play The Grass Harp concerns a woman who lives in a tree.
This in Cold Blood author.
Who is Truman Capote?
Why, yes.
Okay.
Joyce Carol Oates took a sabbatical from this New Jersey university to work on her play The Gulf War.
Oh, shoot, I should know this. I should know this.
Anybody?
I completely forgot now. Oh, what is Princeton?
Player 2, what'll it be?
Okay.
This firing line host adapted his own espionage novel Stained Glass as a play. It premiered in 1989.
This firing line host adapted his own espionage novel Stained Glass as a play. It premiered in 1989. Who is William F. Buckley Jr.?
Sheppy is a play about a barber who wins the sweepstakes by this author of The Razor's Edge.
Player 2?
Who is F. Scott Fitzgerald?
That's wrong.
What is W.M. Mummer? Okay.
All right, that's the end of the Jeopardy round.
Okay, so far in the second part of the Tournament of Champions, I have won everyone $5,500.
Player one. You're definitely in the zone. Let's move on
bet.
to Double Jeopardy. And now the
Well, I put
categories for
everyone
the
else in
Double
the zone
Jeopardy
too,
round.
because I'm doing the birthday special for
Word
themselves too.
origins, history, candies and confections, short stories, the human body, and finally, the Tony Awards.
Okay.
Your choice, player three.
Concerning his relations with Josephine, he said, I generally had to give in.
Concerning his relations with Josephine, he
Player
said...
three.
Who is Napoleon?
That's correct.
While hiding at Wartburg Castle during 1521-22, he translated the New Testament into German.
Player three.
Who is Martin Luther?
Yes. It's your turn, player three.
Wow, he's sweeping through the
In
history category
1883,
pretty fast.
This train made its first run from Paris to Istanbul.
Player two.
What is the Orient Express?
Exactly.
The 1839 Treaty of London gave the French-speaking part of this Grand Duchy to Belgium.
The 1839 Treaty of London gave the French-speaking part of this Grand Duchy to Belgium. Who is Luxembourg? Ugh.
Okay, player.
Disgusting
Okay, player.
name.
Okay, player. Okay, player two.
In the 480 BC Battle of Salamis, the Greeks beat this empire's fleet led by Xerxes.
Player two.
What is the Roman Empire?
I'm sorry, that's
Not the
incorrect.
Roman Empire.
Here is the correct response.
What is the Persian Empire?
Okay, player two.
Also called the tympanic membrane, it divides the external and middle ear.
Also called the tympanic membrane. Oh, shoot.
Anybody? Here is the correct response.
Oh, it was the eardrum, okay.
Player two. Player two. Player two. Player two. You choose.
This synonym for enormous comes from the name of a famous elephant exhibited by P.T. Barnum.
I'm going to say big. Wrong.
No. Too bad.
Damn it.
Player three.
What is jumbo?
Exactly.
Dumbo.
Llama and quinine are among the words derived from Quechua, the language of this ancient empire.
Lama and quinine are among the words derived from the Quechua, the language of this ancient empire. What was the Inca Empire?
Player three.
The name of this black and white bear-like mammal is believed to be a native Nepalese word.
The name of this black and white bear-like mammal is believed to be a native Nepalese word. Excuse me. What's the pen? Oh, shoot.
Contestant three. It's your turn.
Popular winter sports equipment whose name is from Old Norse for sticks of wood.
Player one.
Was a hockey stick?
No. I'm sorry. Here is the correct response.
Oh, skis.
Contestant three. It's your turn.
This other name for a divan is derived from the Arabic word for a platform or bench. All right, let's go.
I'm gonna take a guess and say what is a sofa.
To be sure.
Okay then. The Tony Awards for 200.
She not only co-hosted the 1995 Tony Awards, she won for playing Norma Desmond in Sunset Boulevard.
Who's Glenn Close?
Yes.
Tony Awards
She stunned
for
Broadway
400.
by turning down her 1996 Tony nomination for Best Actress in a Musical.
Player
It
one.
was Julie Andrews.
That's right.
All right. 600.
Answer.
Daily double.
Player one, please make your wish.
Okay. I'm gonna go for 2,900.
The best musical of 1980. It featured the song Buenos Aires.
Well, what is Evita?
That's it.
All right. $9,000. 800.
Andrea McCardle was nominated for playing this title girl in 1977, but lost to her co-star Dorothy Loudon.
Annie.
Player one.
Who is Annie?
Correct.
All right. The Tony Awards for 1,000.
In 1995, John Glover won one, not two Tonys, for playing twins in the play titled Love, Valor, This.
In 1995, John Glover won one, not two Tonys for playing
Anybody?
twins in this play titled Love, Valor, This. Compassion. Okay.
It's your turn, player one.
All right. I'm gonna go for Human Body for 400.
In women, these egg-producing gonads are about the size and shape of an almond.
What is ovaries? No! Ah!
Regrettably, no.
Wrote too fast. What are the ovaries?
What'll it be, player one?
$600.
This organ receives blood from two sources, the hepatic artery and the portal vein.
What's the liver?
All right, player one.
The human body for 800.
Of the three types of these in the body, the skeletal or striated ones are the most abundant.
What is the muscle?
Player one.
Oops. Got an enter in. Sorry.
No.
What?
Player three.
What are ligaments?
Good guess, but that's incorrect, unfortunately.
Ow.
Here is the correct response.
I did say muscles.
Player one, your turn.
Damn spelling judges.
The name of this gland indicates that it lies upon the kidney.
The name of this gland indicates that it lies upon the kidney.
Here is the correct response.
What is the adrenal gland? Okay.
Player one. Player one. Player one. Player one. What'll it be?
Candies and confections for 200.
Spun sugar is another term for this treat that's often twirled onto a stick.
What is candy floss?
Correct.
8,800
Okay,
back up.
contestant one.
400.
This confection, toasted over an open fire, was originally made from the roots of the Althea officinalis plant.
What is the marshmallow?
That's correct.
All right. 600 for candies and confections.
Video's daily double.
Oh boy.
Player one, please make your wish.
Okay. 4,800.
Joy of Cooking's recipe for Hawaiian candy calls for half a cup of this fruit drained and crushed.
Here's your clue. Take a look.
Oh, I know what that is. What is the pineapple? Hopefully I spelled it right.
That's it.
That's it! $14,000. Spelled it right too.
This kind of candy comes from nux, Latin for nut.
What is the no-gut?
Player one.
The no-gut.
That's correct.
All right. 1,000.
Tar of these flowers is the traditional flavoring of Turkish delight.
Player 1?
What are roses?
Yes.
Short stories for 200.
His The Gift of the Magi is the story of Della and James Dillingham Young.
Anybody? Here is the correct response.
Who's O. Henry? Okay.
Player 1, your turn.
Short stories for 400.
Among the members of the Glass family in his stories are Buddy, Seymour, Franny, and Zooey.
Among the members of this Glass family in his stories are Buddy, Seymour, Franny, and Zoe.
Anybody? Here is the correct response.
Who's J.D. Salinger?
Player 1?
Short stories for 600.
Collected short stories of this Ship of Fools author won the National Book Award and the Pulitzer Prize.
I'm going to say Catherine Ann Porter.
Yes, indeed.
All right. 6,400.
Okay, contestant 1.
Sredni Vashtar is a macabre story by Hector Hugh Monroe, who wrote under this pseudonym.
Who is Saki?
Player 1? Why, yes.
The Lottery is the best-known short story by this woman who wrote the novel The Haunting of Hill House.
The Lottery is best known. Oh. Lottery is best known short story by this woman who wrote the novel The Haunting of the Hill House. Who is Shirley Jackson? Okay.
All right, that brings us to the end of the Double Jeopardy round.
In the end of the Double Jeopardy round, I now have $17,200.
This is a no-brainer, unless someone pulls a Clavin.
Of course. The second final Jeopardy round is...
Now here's our final Jeopardy category.
Around the World.
Oh, I believe I know what this is. I'm gonna take that risk.
All right, here's the answer. Good luck.
It's something I know. This South American country grows this twice as much as Colombia. What is Brazil?
Your question, Player 1. Very good.
Thank
Now,
you!
What was your wager?
Wagered everything.
You're putting on quite a show.
Congratulations, Player 1. You're going into the final tournament match.
Alright.
See what you think of these categories. Antonyms.
Antonyms?
Musical.
Musicals?
Opryland.
Opryland USA. Government and politics. Should be good in
The
some of these
elements.
categories. Elements.
And to finish the board,
What is it?
decorative art.
Decorative arts. Okay. Try and take a gander.
Start us off, Player 1.
Try and take a gander at these. Alright, I'm gonna go for antonyms for 100.
Knobs on your stereo control treble and this.
Player 1.
What is the bass?
That's correct.
Antonyms for 200.
This antonym of bliss loves company.
Player
What is
1.
misery?
Why, yes. Yes. Yes.
Go! Sheesh.
Use 4
Stop
of
with the
5
glitches.
letters in floor to build this antonym of it.
What is the
Player 1.
roof?
Why, yes.
Antonyms for 400.
This antonym of supine describes a type of piano.
What's upright?
Correct.
Antonyms for 500.
In the word predetermined, pre is a prefix and ed is this.
What's the
Player
suffix?
1. Yes. What'll it be, Player 1?
Okay, we're gonna go for musicals for 100.
Jonathan Larson, who wrote this 1996 Pulitzer Prize winning musical, died before its opening night.
Two is Rent.
Yes.
Musical for 200.
Part of this musical, based on a Victor Hugo novel, takes place in the Paris sewers.
Player 3.
What is Les Miserables?
Yes, indeed.
Nashiji, a lacquerware technique developed in this country, features flakes of gold leaf.
Player 2.
Now,
What is Japan?
I'm going to have to
That's
work
correct.
fast when
That's
I
correct.
type in my
That's
answers
correct.
or buzz in
That's
because this is pretty much the final match.
Valenciennes is one of the finest pillow types of this delicate open-work fabric.
Gonna take a guess and say what is lace.
You are correct.
Alright. Decorative arts for 300.
This country's Capodimonte porcelain factory was founded in 1743 on the grounds of a royal palace.
Gonna take a guess and say Italy.
Correct.
Alright.
Player 1, your turn.
Decorative arts for 400.
From the Latin filum, thread, and granum, grain, it's delicate ornamental work done with fine metal wire.
What is filigree?
Player 1. Yes.
$500. Decorative arts for 500.
The India papers used as wallpaper in 17th century Europe were actually made in this Asian country.
What is China?
That's correct.
Alright. Musicals for $300.
This 1960 musical was adapted from the T.H. White novel The Once and Future King.
I'm going to say Camelot.
Yes, indeed.
Alright. $3,300. And now go to musicals for 400.
Hooray for this actress who took over Nathan Lane's role as Pseudolus in A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum.
Ooh.
Player 2.
Who is Whoopi Goldberg?
Yep.
Correct.
Although it takes a long time, this element, symbol Fe, can actually dissolve in water.
Player 2.
What is iron?
Shoot.
That's right. Player 2, what'll it be?
The atomic weight of carbon is 12.011. The atomic weight of this element is 1.008.
I'm going to say hydrogen.
Yes.
Alright. $3,500. The elements for 300.
The ancients thought lead and this, Sn, were different forms of the same metal.
Player 3.
What is tin?
Yes.
The U.S. Mint and the Bureau of the Public Debt are divisions of this cabinet department.
What is the Treasury?
Player 1. You are correct.
Government and politics for 200.
In 1982, this Surgeon General called smoking the most important public health issue of our time.
I'm going to say what is C. Everett Cooper.
Regrettably, no.
Oh.
Player
Must
2.
have spelled it wrong.
Who is C. Everett Koop?
You are correct.
With its theme park and mega hotel, Opryland is one of this state's most popular attractions.
What is Tennessee?
Player 1. That's correct.
Alright. Opryland, USA
Player
for
one.
200.
What'll it be?
Visitors can go rolling on the river aboard a showboat named for this general and 7th president.
Who is Andrew Jackson?
Yes.
3,700. Opryland, USA for 300.
In 1994, George Lindsay and Gunilla Hutton shared center stage once again in a salute to this series.
Player 3.
What is hee-haw?
That's right.
That's it.
The Hall-Heroult process is used to produce this light metal, the most abundant in the Earth's crust.
What is aluminum?
Player 1.
Sorry.
Correct.
Alright. Make sure it's spelled right.
Adjacent to the park are 3 museums, one of which honors this late queen of country comedy.
I'm going to say who is Minnie Pearl.
Player 1. Yes.
Alright. 4,500. Okay, government and politics for 300.
You can find the Bill of Rights on display in this D.C. building's exhibition hall.
What are the National Archive?
Player 1. No.
What?
Player 2.
What is the National Archives?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, player 2. Answer. Player 2, your wager, please.
spelling.
Only U.S. president to have served as director of the CIA.
Who is George Bush? You are correct.
That's it.
The Office of Spaceflight is a division of this U.S. agency.
Was NASA.
Player 1? Yes, indeed.
The element for 500.
The series on the periodic table is named after this element, symbolized AC.
Player 1?
Was actinium. Oh, shoot. How do you spell that again? Actimimum.
That's right.
Okay, got it spelled right. Had to make sure I was not making any mistakes with the spelling.
Historic building, this former home of the Grand Ole Opry was renovated and reopened in 1994.
Player 2?
What is Ryman Auditorium?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Harold Prince told the LA Times this play, based on an Edna Ferber novel, has the best score ever written.
What is Showboat? I have this movie on VHS.
Yes, indeed. All right, that's the end of the Jeopardy round.
In the Jeopardy round, I've got $5,700, while player 2 has $2,600, and player 3
All right, it's
has
time for Double Jeopardy.
$800. Excuse me.
The Double Jeopardy categories are as follows.
Literary women. Politicians.
Politicians.
The Old
Testament.
Weights
and measures.
Before
and after.
And
A
to
dump.
wrap things up, films of the
50s. This should be a good selection.
Contestant 3, it's your turn.